what would you do if it was all up to you?
And welcome back to The Long Dark, everyone. My name is Dexter. Let's see if we can survive. Now, we are just coming off of a pretty successful day, or a couple of days. First, we started crafting arrows, then we did some hunting. We managed to hunt a pretty nice-sized buck, or bull. I'm not sure if this was intended to be a deer or an elk. It's called a deer, but the antlers don't look like a deer, at least in North America, the way that they fork, but that's okay. We're not going to belabor that point too much. We're going to need to take care of a little bit of housekeeping here. I'm carrying around just all kinds of stuff, I guess, for lack of a better term. We've got rabbit pelts, arrow making equipment, some teas that we made, and I guess I'm even carrying around this flare gun, which I don't really need anymore because I've moved on to a bow and arrows. Although I'm going to need to make a new bow here fairly shortly as well. This guy's working his way down. Yeah. So, and what, not 5 kilos of meat, but 5 pieces of meat. So we're carrying a lot more weight than we really need to. And before we start doing anything else for the rest of the day, we probably need to deal with this. So I guess let's get working on this. Oh, and even some extra wood here too. And of course, I'm true to form. I'm waking up earlier than is really practical for seeing in the indoors. So let's scoot over here a little bit. Here's my, let's see, cedar firewood. Yep, I'm standing right on it. Let's drop this on my firewood pile because I'm not going to need that. And I'm carrying 2 books as well. I think I have been working on this guy. Yeah, I've got 2 hours into him. I don't think this one... Yeah, I don't have anything on that. So... Well, I'm even still carrying this energy drink, which I don't need. Yeah, let's start just getting rid of this stuff here. So, first aid kit. Move that over. Yeah, there we go. The rest of the medicine I think I can hang on to. I generally like to carry a little bit of all this stuff. I mean, this emergency stim is probably overkill for our home territory here in Mystery Lake, but it doesn't really weigh that much, so it's not costing me a whole lot of anything to just keep that with me. And I can see my gut pile here. I'm going to drop these teas, and then we can organize them when we get a little bit more daylight coming in here and we can see what we're doing. I guess I have a few crafting materials here too. I don't think I'm carrying a lot of extra. I do have this guy. Let me go dump him. Probably just, this is my overflow here. Come on, metal container. There we go. That guy over. I remember we did upgrade to this pea coat here. Alright. What else do we have that we have too much of? This stuff's just going to get stashed outside. And then all of my crafting stuff. Yeah, I'm going to need to bring my fishing items back over to the camp office. I guess I can get rid of that extra book. I'm probably not going to be doing a ton of reading. And I have about 3 hours worth of reading material in that other book. Where did that go? Maybe it's here. Yeah. That guy. He's probably here somewhere with the guts. I can't actually even see where that book... Oh, wait. Can't put him here. That's my little collection of books. And unfortunately, most of these are... let's see. Yeah, the shooting guide, the small arms, and practical gunsmithing. So all of the stuff that would be really cool to have if I had a firearm, which would be even cooler to have. So, what else have we got here? need this can. That's not weighing me down a whole
could eat
lot.
anything.
I think really what we're coming down to here is these guys here and that there. So long as I'm here by the door, where am I facing here? Let's get out here and put this in my pantry, my outdoor pantry, my food
Surrounded by
stash.
snow, but nothing to drink.
Which is like the opposite of what you would typically do if
Thank goodness.
you were trying to
through another
survive
night.
actually in the wilderness, because all of this would get eaten pretty fast. Actually, I think I'm just going to drop these. I'll probably maybe eat that. How hungry am I? Yeah, I'm working my way down there. Generally speaking, I don't eat too many breakfasts in the long dark. Ooh, look at this picturesque day. Just a few clouds in the sky. The last fading stars that are just barely visible as the sunrise is starting to come up there over the horizon. What a day. And I started my Appalachian trash heap here. Stashing all of my trash here. I'll just throw it off the side of the hill. I did not grow up in the southern U.S. I have spent some quality time in the South, but not technically the deep South. I went to college. I finished my undergrad in Tennessee, so I was there for a few years. But I remember being, I was probably 7 or 8 years old. The first time my family took a road trip through Appalachia and going through rural Kentucky and some of these places, western Tennessee, and seeing the ways that some people lived in these areas. It is just a different lifestyle than what I had ever seen in the United States up to that point. Being from the north, that was all brand new to me. Okay, so between the flare gun and the flares, I've got about an extra kilo of weight that I don't really need. And I guess I have just some regular flares, not projectile flares, but just flares. Although I guess I don't recall off the top of my head. I think this guy is more effective on bears. I don't remember how effective just the handheld flare is compared to the flare gun. But regardless, I don't really think I need to carry all of that. Maybe if I was going to go out of Mystery Lake, I might mess around with bringing that along. But I don't think we're going to do that specifically today. So let's take care of that. Okay, we're starting to look a little more organized. I wonder, how do I find out how much scent I have? That's not it. Maybe there's not a way. Specifically. I'm sure one of you guys is going to correct me in... Oh, that's the map. Yeah, that's right. I need to figure out where that vista is. I just need to start mapping in general, I guess. All right. Well, there's not really a great way. I guess I could just walk outside and find out. All right. Well, instead of messing around here, here's what I've got. I have... Oh, what are these? These are just my arrows. What's my crafting situation here? Crafting simple arrow. I can make 16 arrows. I think that's what it says, right? Let's just 4. Oh, it's because of the feathers. Okay, so if I can only do 4 arrows, actually, maybe we should just knock that out today. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll knock out the arrows today. I think I'm carrying them now. Let me get a little bit of water here. Cool. And I'll take care of my last little bit of crafting, and then I can store all that excess stuff.
Water.
And I think what I want to do is take a little bit of a walk around Mystery Lake and explore some of the little nooks and crannies that I haven't been able to explore up to this point. I've just sort of hit the main areas. But there's a few little odds and ends that I could explore. And I can also stop by Carter and pick up some of the many, many items that I left over at Carter when I went through on my looting spree. And I can... How long is this going to take? I've got at least 6 hours worth of water and food in me. So let's just take care of this while we're here. And the sun's going to slowly rise up and then slowly set, I guess. Yeah, it's going to be more like mid-afternoon. It's not really going to set. All right, so I can dump 12 arrow shafts and 22 arrowheads somewhere, which maybe is going to be here. Transfer all those. Where's the arrow shafts? Okay, transfer that. All right. Oh, and I do have... I don't know what I want to do with rabbit pelts. I think they make... Let me check and see. How do I... Crafting.
I need to find food.
Well, that's weird if I'm holding it. What am I missing, guys? I have it... do I just need more guts, maybe? Crampons? Hang on. Metal and cured leather. Better than nothing. That is fascinating. This never used to be a thing in the game, so I don't know at what point that became a thing. This probably helps you with your sprains and everything, right? Like it helps you, it prevents you from falling. Okay, so I need more. Yeah, I need 4 for that and 3 for that. So that's why that's not working. Okay, so let's dump the rabbit pelts then. Where are they going to be here? Those guys can move over. I do have some guts, which... Let me just make sure. Yeah, I've got plenty of extra guts here curing. Oh, I even have another one. I don't want to mess around with that for now, but I can probably use another fishing line. Because I think I have several hooks over at Camp Office that I don't have lines for yet. So if I'm going to go out, maybe that's what I better do, is bring some extra lines with me. Okay. So, what have I got here? I've got several arrows. I got like 8 arrows? 9 arrows? Yeah. Okay, that's plenty. Fishing tackle. Okay. Food. I don't think I have plenty of food at Carter, and I have plenty of food at... Well, I have some food at Camp Office. Probably more than I have here with me, actually. Okay, but I don't think I have anything that's going to be dropping any scent, which is the main thing. And I'm pretty underweight now. Although it is fairly late in the day, my energy level is kind of dropping. This is probably enough to at least get me to Camp Office. Maybe I should just run to Camp Office and spend the night there. And maybe... Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I can go to Camp Office. Oh, and I'm already set up to make another bow. Well, actually, maybe I could do that. Maybe I'll just make my backup bow right now. What else do I need for a bow? Oh, I only have 2. Oh, and of course I... of course I just... used my other guts. Yep. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we're back to the original plan then. So, rosehip teas. Let's put that there. Birch bark. I think we started... Where did we put those? I think they're back in here with the herbal teas. Right here. Birch bark. We run out of space in these little shelves pretty quick. And burdock. And I've never used a burdock tea in my life. In fact, that was kind of a brand new thing for me. I had never seen a burdock before, but we picked one up going into Forlorn Muskeg. On the back end of the muskeg. I guess I'm just going to drop this here on the top shelf because I'm running out of space everywhere else. Is that everything? I think it is. Yep. That was everything. Okay. Well, I don't want to carry guts with me, so let's drop that guy. And I guess I won't be crafting now until I get some more guts, so we don't need to carry the maple sapling. Cool. All right. Well, I guess without messing around any further, let's at least get to camp
I'd
office.
snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
Ooh. Well, this turned a lot more windy. Huh. That's something.
Gotta eat soon.
I wonder if I should... Guys, with the visibility being the way it is, I don't think I'm losing that much here. Let me stand out in the wind. I'm not really losing that much cold. It's just the visibility is terrible. I want to get out in the snow and not be able to see where I'm going, not be able to see what's in front of me, get ambushed by a wolf or something ridiculous like that. So I guess we're scrapping that plan for now. And I'll need to figure out something that I can do here. Actually, I guess I could start reading books. So let me get some food. Otherwise, this guy is not going to be able to focus. He can't read without his breakfast. He's very proper that way. He has certain ideas about how survival needs to happen, and they include 3 square meals a day. So let's get that on board. And some drinking. That nice fresh snow water. And I guess we can read for a while. A super fun day of surviving. And I guess this will get us a book that we can burn somewhere. And it should... well, maybe not. How do I see that? Is that this guy? That maybe this one? No? What's this? Oh, here we go. Yep. Work is harvesting. Fire starting. Fires last... Oh, I didn't know that fires last 10% longer. How's my archery? Just base. And base... Okay. Mending. Okay. And what's gunsmithing? You are new to gunsmithing. You craft poor quality ammunition. It's likely to misfire. When harvesting ammunition,
If I
you
don't
have an
rest
average
soon,
time
I'm
to
gonna
recover
faint.
bullets, gunpowder, and shell casings. So you can recover gunpowder. And so we're going to have to... I guess we have presses and dies and stuff like that we're going to use for gunsmithing. There must be a gunsmithing bench. Like, look at this. Must be a gunsmithing bench somewhere that we find. And that's just... I don't even know what to say about that guy. It's almost funny. It's almost overkill. Okay, so I read that book. Before I forget... actually, I think I store... Yep, I'm standing... right there. So I think I'm just going to bring this book with me because they are useful when you need to burn something. So I guess that's just going to be a little fire starter for me. And right now, since I have no firearms, the only book that really benefits me to read is... Well, now, wait a minute. Hang on a second. I thought I had an ice fishing book as well. Maybe I left an ice fishing book
right
somewhere.
now.
That may be in one of my... Maybe that's at the Hydrodam or at camp office. Where else would it be? I guess I did leave a few things at the man camp, but I thought I brought most of them back with me. All right, we're going to work on this one next because that's what we've got access to right now. I guess this is basically just going to kill off our day. We didn't really do a whole lot. It was a lot of just chores around the cabin, which is not that exciting. Oh, and it's still... Man, this was like an all-day snowstorm. All right, well, it was a good time to not be outside. So I think we played this right. And here we go. And how much water do I have? Because if I eat this, I'm going to dehydrate myself. And I'm going to need to get some water as well. Anytime. Oh, locker. Here we go. Let's just grab... Let's see. If I set out tomorrow, I need about 1 liter tonight, 1 liter for the morning. And maybe I'll just grab 3 liters. That way I bring 1 liter with me to camp office. I can at least stash some water there because I don't think that I have left myself a whole lot of water there. I think that there's some sodas and stuff like that, but I don't think there's a lot of water. So let's at least get some water for me. There's my bed. Let's see if there's anything else that I can do before going to sleep. I think so. And I guess while I'm doing this, guys, I asked myself this question when I first opened this game and I saw a guy holding a spear. And I wasn't sure if there's a survival spear or not. So I'm just scrolling through here. And there isn't. Or at least there's not on the... There's a torch. Wide dresser. Oh, well, yep. Okay, so no spear. So I guess I'm going to be very disappointed that there's no spear. I wonder if I can repair clothes in the dark. Probably not. Well, maybe I can. Insufficient materials for repair. Okay. So I guess I can do that in the dark. But I'm not going to bother around with it too much more at this point. Let's just do this. Drink some water. Head to bed. I had a very easy day today of survival. Let's see. Maybe 9 hours should be fine. And again, I'm waking up with very little light. It's maybe they're trying to do the thing of the higher latitude resulting in shorter daylight hours. But man, I sleep for 9 hours and it was already nighttime and it's still not even sunrise. So there's something off here with the time estimates. Okay, we're going to be heading out with 2.8 liters of water. That should be plenty. Let's head out and check the weather. Leave the cabin. All right, what are we up against now? Nothing, just the dark. All right then. Well, let's get going. It should start getting a little bit brighter as we travel here. Heading out on a dark morning. Everything's quiet. It's almost an eerie quiet. Now, one thing that I tried to do, which I don't think that it played out the way that I intended it to, when I shot that deer over here, I left a little bit of meat there with the intent that that carcass would just stay there and it would collect me some more crow feathers. But I don't see any crow feathers. So I guess that didn't play out. I do think there's a dead guy up here, if I remember. So let's go check him out. We should be able to get some feathers off of him. I think it's over here. Should be. Yeah, I think, isn't this him in the snow? Yeah. Feathers. Maybe I've looted him too recently. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that looks like a feather at all. Alright, well, that didn't play out. Oh, I guess, if I had gone the other way, I did leave up by the, not the actual fire tower, the one that is still standing, but the broken fire tower that I originally went up to. There was a dead deer up there. So I could probably get up there and take some feathers off of that deer. But other than that, there's not a lot for me to do over there. That's kind of out of the
I've been
way.
so hungry in my life.
Here, this guy is like, what is that? Probably 20% full. He's not even fully hungry. And he's saying that he's about to die of starvation. So there's a mismatch here between reality and expectation. And, the more you buy into that, the tougher it's going to be for you to survive. Okay. Well, at least it's a beautiful starry morning. Starry morning. Can we say that? What's this? Birch bark? Since I don't have enough birch bark tea as it is, may as well pick that up. Now, this really didn't get light as quickly as I anticipated, which might be an issue because at some point I think going here along these railroad tracks, at least the last time we were out here, we ran into a wolf. And he ended up following. He didn't really chase us. He wasn't really that interested in us, I don't think. But he just sort of followed us and barked, and made his usual demonstrations. I just don't want to get ambushed by him because it's kind of dark and they're not as easy to see in the dark as they are in the day. I don't see anything moving around there immediately. It's interesting that there's all these railroad cars and not anything lootable. You'd think that they'd sneak something in somewhere. With this game being what it is, they like to find these little
I'm kind of thirsty.
nooks and crannies for you to realize that, oh, I never looted that. So I'm taking another pass around this. I know if you watched me go to Muskeg, you've seen me do this already. And you're probably saying, dude, there's nothing there. Oh, there's some... I didn't realize that before. There's some cedar firewood. Is that worth taking? What's my... Oh, I'm at like 20 kgs. Okay, let's do this. I guess every time I pick something up, I have to reload my bow, which I suppose is accurate, but that's kind of tedious, isn't it? Not really seeing anything. I guess I got some cedar firewood out of that deal, and not a whole lot else. Oh, and somebody's howling. Somebody needs attention. Alright, let's get over here. See if we can find anything. Oh, is that right there by my reticle? Well, whatever that is not moving. So I'm not confident that that's a wolf. Okay. Go a little bit farther. I guess if we do run into a wolf, I would not mind shooting another one of them because I can work on, what is it, a coat, I think, that you get if you get enough wolf pelts. And up there is where we went and explored and found a whole lot of nothing. Not a lot happening up there above the cave. That little area. I don't even know if I could walk up there at this point. I think you need the rope in order to get access up there. Actually, I'm gonna, so long as we're here and we're sort of killing a little bit of time, let me see if I can actually walk up there. In fact, let me sprint. Nope, that's it. That's where we max out. So yeah, you do need to take the long way up the rope if you want to get up to that spot. I'm sure that's been verified before, but I just verified it again. Okay. Well, wherever that wolf was, he's not on the railroad this time. Since he's not there, let's just move. I've been walking this whole time. Oh, actually, this looks a little bit like a gentler slope. I wonder if we can get up this way. Yeah, this part doesn't seem that surprising, but I guess this is where it's gonna, it looks like we could probably go here. Just side hill this a little bit. Yeah, and we're up. How about that? Huh. So I actually don't even really need that rope up there. Walking into a tree while I'm looking around. But look at this sunrise, guys. This is shaping up to be a beautiful day, or at least a beautiful morning. Of course, this being the long dark, the weather can always change on us. But for now, take a look at that. That's one of the things where if you're playing one of the higher difficulties, say Stalker or I guess Interloper, and I have not played Misery yet. I've seen that is an available difficulty level, but I have not played on Misery difficulty yet. That did not exist when I was previously playing this game. But I anticipate that it's probably still accurate to say that you're not going to get a lot of beautiful weather like that because the game is so busy just hammering you with horrible weather. But look at this. Gorgeous. Somehow, Hinterland has figured out how to replicate beautiful nature scenery like this. Okay, let's head back. We've taken our time to enjoy this, and that was very nice, but now let's get to camp office and start making some use out of our day. Which I'm guessing, I think it should be right here at the bottom of this hill. Yeah, I think if I just go this way, it'll drop me down right by camp office. Oh, and I'm starting to get dehydrated. Yeah, I don't want to take that much condition damage. I'm not desperate to accomplish a whole lot today. The condition damage isn't very necessary right now. Now, I guess as I'm walking along here, I should keep an eye open because at one point, I'm pretty sure we saw a moose that was right here near the entrance to camp office. Let's take a look. Of course, now I'm not really seeing anything that's here near the entrance to camp office or even out on the lake. Maybe I'm just far enough away. I know that there's going to be wolves out there on the lake by now. If you've played this game for any amount of time, you just know that that is going to happen. But yeah, not even deer. I've had deer out here in front of camp office before, but I'm not even seeing that. So, yeah, kind of a slow, still morning. I'm going to have to... I'm going to have to do this little thing, and I'd rather not ruin my clothes just trying to explore around here a little bit. So let's see if we can do this in a fairly safe manner. Should be fine. Why do you keep jumping, dude? Just walk. Actually, you could just sit down and slide down the hill for that matter. Let's get some sticks. Oh, see, this is interesting. So he can pick up sticks without having to reload his bow, but if he picks up a log, Then he's got to reload the bow. Well, I guess the game has a reason for it. And what is this? That's a branch. I don't want a branch. I need a log. So long as I'm here, I may as well do some... here's a log. I may as well bust that one up. Put that away. And we'll build ourselves a little stash of logs here at Camp Office. Perfect.
My stomach feels like an empty pit.
Look at that. Canadian flag just taking in the breeze. All right. Let's go here. There's a few things we can take care of. Let's drop down our wood. We're not going to need... Actually, I should stash the wood upstairs with Henri. He's been waiting for us, guarding this nice elk head or whatever that is. Hi, Henri. Sorry, didn't mean to forget about you. Let's build our food... Or, I'm sorry, our wood stash. I guess I already had some wood up here, but we can drop a little bit more just in case we're ever here and we need to do some cooking. Where's our sticks? Right here. Okay. And I guess I don't really need to carry that book around with me either. This is the one, yeah. Let me just make sure, yep. This one I can no longer use, so let's just drop that. All right. I need to figure out where I left my fishing items. Is that another bedroll? Maybe I did find that before. I forgot that there's another bedroll here. Well, that's cool. Good to know. All right. Let's go find the fishing hooks. Which I think... Let me think about this. And is this... This looks like a note. Nope, that's not anything. That's just a decoration. Okay. All right. I think the fish hooks ought to be... Nope, that's empty, so it's not there. Maybe I left them over here in the file cabinet. That's empty, so it must be here. Here's 3 fish hooks. Cool. And lots of canned food. Man, there's a ton of canned food there. Which I don't really need, but it's good to know that I have them there, just in case at some point in time that ever becomes an issue. I know that I've got, what am I looking? Here we go, fishing tackle. All right. And I guess I just need to keep clicking this. I can't do this in one batch. So let's just put our fishing tackle together. It takes us 10 minutes here, guys. This is another interesting thing. It takes this guy 10 minutes. Maybe this is part of the fishing skill. Because in order to just thread some fishing line through a needle, twist it a few times, loop it back, and get yourself a fishing tackle. It really shouldn't take that long. I'm going to drop this over here. This is where I would typically store this kind of stuff. So I'm going to drop it there this time because that's where I would typically look for it. I don't think I'm going to do any ice fishing today. I already have plenty of food over at Trapper's. And I don't think I want to deal with the scent and all of the other stuff that's going to start happening if I start getting into fishing. But at some point here, probably sooner rather than later, to be honest with you, we should probably do our fishing. And where are we at here? We're about half energy, about 2/3 hydrated, fully hungry, and we are warm. It's not really that cold of a day. I think here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a big loop and hit a few of the more remote places in this map. So I think what we're going to do is let's start here first. We'll make our way this way, over towards that first railroad car. We found one railroad car, but there's another one that I'm thinking of, the red one, not the orange one. That at least used to be in this game when I used to play this game previously. I haven't looted that yet. So, before I talk too much more... Oh, there's something dead up here. Okay, let's see what this is first. Just thinking that there's got to be a wolf around here somewhere. I'm kind of hesitant to drop off of this ridge. There must be like a deer or something down there, and I do see the rail car. I'm just going to do this out of curiosity, guys. Since I'm already on this ridge, I've probably done this at some point while I've played this game, but I don't know what's actually up here. There's some kind of a hilltop, and very often if you can make your way up to somewhere like this, you'll find something of interest. So I guess just out of my own curiosity, or maybe you just can't go up any farther. Oh, come on. It is not that steep. Okay. Just needed to skirt around a little bit, I guess. Let's get up here. I want to get up on top of this rock. So there we go. Just walking on an angle. I'm not even overloaded. And I gotta tell you guys, the first thing I would do in a situation like this, like if I'm hunting or something like that, if I'm outdoor, the first thing I would do is get a walking stick, and we know that there's plenty of saplings in this game because I've cut down a bunch of them. It would be easy enough to just get a walking stick, and then you wouldn't have to deal with this. But that just simply does not exist in this game. I guess maybe there's not a way for you to get up on that rock. It looks like it's... well, let me go all the way around. I guess I have the far side of this rock to contend with here. Maybe there's something there that I'm not familiar with. Oh! Wait. I see lines converging. I can get up here a little bit. I don't think there's going to be anything up here that was worth several sprains. Yeah, I can't get around there. Or if I try, I'm going to run into several more sprains. Alright, well, I guess that was fun while it lasted. Yep, okay. You can see a ways. I wonder if that's even the Mystery Lake map. Look at that. You can see a long ways down that direction. Maybe that's the map boundary there over on that side. Alright, pick up the stick. You're not so sprained that you can't pick up sticks. That's just... I mean, that's just laziness. I don't know what else to say about that. Alright, let's keep an eye open for wolves. I don't want to have a wolf encounter right now at this point with all these sprains. I do have a flare, but I'd rather not use a flare if I can help it. That would be kind of a waste.
I don't feel so
Keep an eye out for all the different angles here. I can at least drop down to the rail car. I think that's what
that hurts.
We can get to, and then sort of reassess our situation, get some birch bark. Still, nope, there's something out there. I'm not sure. It sounded like it was off over here to the right. is an interesting place, guys. I'm just looking at this and assessing. I guess if I go down this way, that probably just takes me to the lake, I guess. Maybe that's, I think that's probably what it is. I don't know that I've ever been down there. I'm kind of exploring some regions of this map that either I haven't been there or I haven't been there in a long time. So I just don't recall. Okay, so that's the orange car. I have been in that one before, so I totally bypassed the red one that I was looking for. Let me see if I can get up on this rock. Yeah, right here. Sometimes I run into a situation where they will just drop a wolf right there at that car and make you deal with it in order to get in there. Now, I have several means of dealing with a wolf. It's not the end of the world, but yep, right there. I've had that happen to me more than once. Now, is it going to be worth it, especially with all the sprains that I have? If I didn't have the sprains, I wouldn't really care. So I can always just move or whatever. I wonder if I actually... well, I probably can't hunt. Yeah, I've got a sprained wrist.
Damn, that's smarts.
Let me see what all I have. 2 sprained ankles and a sprained wrist. So for the sprained wrist, I just need a bandage. Let me see what I've got. I've used up all my cloth, apparently. No, I do have 1 cloth. Can I turn that? I can turn that into 2 bandages. Well, maybe I can do this, fellas. Let's try this. I guess I'll still have the pain condition to contend with. All right, let's patch myself up. Sprained wrist, that's kind of the primary one we need. Oh, maybe I can't do that on this screen. That's kind of weird. I think I ran into that before. Okay. Bandage on the wrist. Okay, it's magically healed. Now, yep, okay. Cool. Looks like I want to re-sprain something. Now that I've had to deal with it already. Let's just ease on down here. Okay.
I don't feel so good.
It feels so good. After spraining every major joint in his body. What an understatement. Okay. Is that in here somewhere? Dude, if you keep grunting and groaning like that, you're going to scare this wolf away. There he is. Oh, and of course he can't walk up this rock. Just walk up there, dude. All right. There we go.
That hurts.
I could even go down these rocks and get probably pretty close to him. All right. And I probably don't need to crouch. I guess I'm just being sort of abundantly cautious. I don't know what else to call it. Oh. And this poor guy. He has been... I put him through so much. Tries and tries. Nothing he ever does for me is good enough.
I'm gonna need some first aid. Soon.
Need some first aid. Oh, man. The dialogue that this guy has. And I guess I can't really see which direction the wind is blowing. There's not really a lot of wind here in general. I guess maybe I'm going to need to skirt up and around this rock. Yeah. right here. Just don't do anything stupid. We're still a ways away from him. He's over, like, here somewhere.
Oh, that hurts.
Oh, there's a... What is that? A dead deer? There's a deer carcass there. That must be what the crows... Where's the crows?
Ah, damn, kid smarts.
Nope. A little short, I think. Oh, now he's going to move on me again, so let's wait for him to do whatever else he's going to do. So I'm down one arrow. I need to keep track here because I don't want to lose these. Working my way up. Boy, he's like way out there. Well, fortunately, I've got plenty of resources. You know, this isn't going to be that big of a deal if I just sit here and wait. The weather's pretty good. Well, he's pausing right there, but that's far enough away. I don't want to try a shot at that distance. Come on, come over here this way. Come on, buddy. You know, at some point I'm just going to pop a flare and get out there and just push him off of this site because I'll get tired of sitting here and wait. And of course now he's wandering just completely the opposite direction. I still don't think that's enough space for me to just sort of sneak in. He's going to come here, so I guess he just makes he must just do a little patrol loop where he comes around there and then circles back. So if he actually goes way over here, there probably is enough space for me to get into the train car and do that, but I do also have a use for another wolf hide. So I'm not going to be disappointed if I wait and just hunt this guy. Oh wait, he's coming this way. All right. All right, buddy. Yep. Yeah. Better. Better. Ooh, I like this. Did he really see me from all the way over there? And he's running. Well, whatever. I don't think that arrow was that close. Okay, let me go make sure I grab my arrows before I miss anything else right now, since that is my only weapon. Yep, here we go. Here's one. Pick him up. Oh, and now he's not scared anymore? Well, maybe we get another shot at him. Where is he?
I don't feel so good.
Yeah, he must be, I don't see him, guys. Maybe he ran up on, maybe he ran up on those rocks somewhere up there, or maybe he ran over on the other side of that hill. Well, okay, in any case, we are here at our train car, which was the original intent of this. We just took a brief pop. Hang on. Let's make sure we know what this is. A flare. Right? And I walked right past another flare. I guess this was a train car of flares. Why are we struggling to just walk on this log? What's the problem? Alright. And in here... Seriously? Well, we came all this way for a whole lot of nothing. There used to be like a little first aid kit in here. What is this? Oh, I guess, never mind. It's not for nothing. We got some revolver cartridges out of there. From the look of those, it looks like maybe a 38 special or something like that. Doesn't look like anything much more significant than that. I would like to loot this deer. Actually, maybe I won't, because I need more feathers. Let's just make sure that there's no wolf coming back down. Oh, of course, there he is. Wait, he's not going to run this time? Oh, what in the world? Guys! Okay, here we go. Yep. Get out of here. I don't know what happened there. I guess that was a misclick on my part. That was just totally off. That wasn't even close. Oh my word. I'm going to need to work on this bow thing. Okay, pick up the arrow. Thank you. And then there was another arrow. Come on. Alright. And then I probably better check my condition.
Need some first aid.
Oh, thank goodness I have another bandage. Yep, use that. Oh, and I better... Yeah. Antiseptic? Yep. Alright. Pretty expensive way to get feathers. Yeah. I wonder if the pain condition makes you less accurate with the bow. Really not sure. Oh. Rifle ammunition. That would be great if I had a rifle. You know, I'm not seeing a third feather. I usually anticipate... Maybe it's right there. Okay, we've got ourselves another arrow. Alright. And it's not letting me bring up the bow again for some reason. Let's check this. Another sprained wrist. Did I sprain the wrist again? Yeah, for the wolf bite. Alright. Well, I don't want to deal with this again. And I know I'm going to have to patch up some clothes. I fortunately have tons of spare clothes at Carter Hydrodam that I can break down. So why don't we just make our way to Carter Hydrodam at this point?
I don't feel so good.
Yeah, I bet, dude. After spraining everything. This dude has literally been through hell. He's sprained everything in his body like at least once.
That's smart.
And been through a wolf attack. He's like basically a walking mummy at this point because he's got all of these bandages wrapped around him and antiseptic. Oh my word. This is not a great day of survival for our poor man here.
Ouch. Damn, that's smarts.
Now the wolf I think ran off here somewhere, so if he doesn't die, he may actually start coming back. What is this? It's a rock. Just keeping an eye open here, guys. I just don't want another wolf encounter. I just want to make sure I have enough time to pop this flare. Oh, and it's starting to get overcast here. And we are having a serious amount of camera tilting going on. Actually, I think, isn't there... Here, I'm gonna... Before I do this, let's just get inside of here. Okay. Let me check. I was pretty sure... was it accessibility? Dampen camera motions. I think it's this. Reduce camera for gameplay effects may help players. Yeah. Okay. I think that's going to look a lot better. Back to game.
I could use a drink.
Nope. On. Okay, so I turned it off and I turned it on. Okay. Back. Oh, wait, sorry, guys. Back to game. Okay, we're good. And there's something over here. I wonder if this is our wolf.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Is this the wolf? It is the wolf. And I got a feather off of him. Thanks, buddy. He must have just died. Okay, yeah, that was him. All right. Well, here we go. I guess that wasn't all for nothing. How long is this going to take to do the whole thing? An hour and a half? Let's do it. I'm plenty warm. I'll get a little bit dehydrated. At least I lost the pain condition. Gutting a wolf is not a bad way to heal, apparently. And now I'm just dropping scent all over the place. What time of day is it? Yeah, it's getting to be later in the afternoon. It's not late afternoon, but we'll probably end up spending the evening in Carter Hydrodam. We can get ourselves patched up. And our clothes patched up. And then be ready for another adventure around this more remote area of Carter Hydrodam in the morning. We are tired.
That's smart.
We are hungry and we are dehydrated. And speaking of dehydration, this is a great time to introduce today's sponsor of this video.
New from the makers of Good Clean Fizz, it's Snappy Orange Pop, bursting with the bright taste of sun-ripened California oranges. Sparkling, refreshing, and just the right zing. Take a sip and let your smile snap. Get snappy.
Stopped dealing with it. Yep. Get out of here. Yep, that's what I thought. You ain't gonna do anything, are you?
Damn, that smarts. I don't feel so good.
He's just making a big show. But it's good to know. So there's another wolf over here that he's hanging out. This is the usual place where I typically anticipate wolves. They like to hang out right around this bridge.
I'm gonna need some first aid soon.
So I wonder if I come out here in the morning, he'll probably still be around here somewhere. I wonder if I just drop down back that way. I wonder if I can avoid him. Or I guess I can go over the other way by the trailers.
I need something to drink.
There used to be a way that you could, what did they call it? Brandish, I guess? Brandish?
I don't feel so good.
Like you wave the torch around and it scares them? This is the gate. Open the gate. Hello? Anybody? Oh, here's the gate, sorry.
I don't feel so good.
Now close the gate. Oh, and there's a bunch of stuff that I left right there. I don't really need that. It's going to be overkill because I got even more stuff in the
Damn, that's smart.
Hydrodam. All right. Well, that was exciting. I finally got to use my first flare for whatever that was worth. I'm going to just, so long as I'm out here, guys,
Damn,
there was a
that's
mention, there's that locked box that we found in the Hydro Dam that talked about a memento. And I don't know specifically what the memento is. I did find another memento. Oh, is this another burdock?
I'm gonna need some first
Okay.
aid soon.
All right. So I did find another memento for something else. I think for what was that, muskeg or wherever I was that I found a memento. So I need to find one for Carter Hydrodam that will let me get into that box. And it's kind of weird because I've never done this before, so I have no idea what it is that I'm actually looking for. And I don't really specifically want to go research it because I don't know if I really want
But I'll make it.
the spoiler or not. And I'm guessing in any case it's probably something that's randomized and it's not something that you just go and find every time. Could be wrong. These are just my assumptions based on
I'm so tired.
what I know from what I've played of the game up to this point. I just want to check around and make sure that I'm not overlooking something that could be around here. Since last time I was here, I didn't really...
Ouch! Damn, that's smarts.
Yeah. Last time I was here, I didn't really check outside all that much. I just looted the inside. These are just pallets.
I don't feel so good.
Well, I did get a burdock root out of that, so it's not like it's nothing. And what about over here?
Need some first aid soon.
Okay. I'm guessing I'm not going to get a whole lot out of this yard, but probably what I should do
Damn, that's smarts.
is get some wood. Wait, what is this? It's like a little... What is this? I don't know if I've... It's like a little shelter. That's new. Is this a dead guy? It is a dead guy. And of course it doesn't have anything. Is there any feathers? There ought to be some feathers. Maybe not. Yeah, there's crows. Come on. Give me some feathers. I've earned it. After all I've been through today.
That's smart
Let's check
today.
back here. Yep, nothing. Well, alright. That's interesting. So there's a corpse, but no feathers. And the corpse didn't get me anything, obviously. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go find some wood. And I can cook some wolf meat. I don't want to carry all this wolf meat and stuff around with me. For obvious reasons. It's not going to be very productive to... here we go. It's not going to be very productive to what do I want to accomplish here in the next coming days. Here's some planks. That's probably the easiest. Yeah, break these down. 30 minutes. It should be enough to cook some wolfie. Oh, and a pry bar?
I don't feel
Where
so
did I
good.
need a pry bar? Oh, I needed a pry bar in Muskeg to get into that locker in Forlorn Muskeg. Okay, and now I'm overloaded. All right, let's get over here. I can make myself a fire and cook this wolf meat, which is kind of unnecessary because I've got so much meat here in, or not meat, but food in general in Carter Hydrodam. It's very interesting, this Hydrodam,
I don't
because
feel so good.
where I live, it's not, well, it's not like it's immediately next to, but it's fairly close to a hydrodam that is not totally dissimilar to this. Wait a minute, what am I trying to do here? Campfire. There we go. Wait, hello, campfire. Oh, it won't let me build here anymore, guys. Sorry about that. That's strange. I always used to build... Maybe it was... No, it's just not going to let me. Okay, Well, I wouldn't, but...
Ouch.
Whatever.
Damn, that's smarts.
Yeah, I don't get what the problem is. It just needs me to be way out. Okay. I thought I had a torch. Hang on. Whoa, this is going to take some... This is going to take some effort. Okay, let's do this. I guess we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way. I should have at least plenty of tinder. 50% chance of starting is not great. Is that because of the wind? It's probably because of the wind. Yeah.
Didn't that work?
Yeah, why wouldn't that work? Why wouldn't it work up here? Like, this is totally flat. Huh. Alright, well, let's go around the side here, I guess. Maybe this will be out of the wind. I have a 50% chance, then 1 out of every 2 chances. Yeah, see, that just makes too much sense to say it that way. Let's try this one more time. Otherwise, maybe I'll just make a torch or something. Actually, I'll probably just dump this meat in the snow and deal with this in the morning.
Come on.
Yeah,
Well,
so I've just
that didn't
failed 3
work.
times in a row. I don't care about cooking the wolf meat that much, guys. I gotta tell you. It's not worth it to me to keep burning matches. So, let's just dump it here. Probably here, yeah. Okay. I guess we can deal with that at some other time. I guess I'll dump the... Where's my wood? I don't need to carry reclaimed wood around with me either. Okay. And I will build a torch or something at some point. Let's just get in here and deal with the rest of our problems. What are these? Oh, man. I have all kinds of... I forgot that's where I knew I had a bunch of them, but I didn't have that on the back of my mind that they were waiting for me here in the hydrodam. So, before we go any further, where is it? Crafting, probably? Yeah. Let's drop these guys, get those curing. I've got a wolf pelt here. Oh, that's my bandages and painkillers I will probably need. Come on. I just saw painkillers. Probably right where I can't. There we go. And let's drop the wolf hide. Perfect. Alright, and let's take a look at... Oh, I need to eat something. Where would be the food stash? It looks like here. Moldy peanut butter looks like what we're probably after. And water bottles. Okay. I already brought some water with me. In fact, I think some of that water was... Oh, it's 10% peanut butter. Okay. Do I dare do this? I'm gonna dare. Oh, my word. Okay. I guess I survived. Alright. And... Actually, so long as we're here, let's take a look at... 74 isn't too bad. 52. I need to take care of those pants. And he was going after my head, apparently. And, yeah, so I need to repair a few of these things. And here's all the cloth that we have to do it. So let's just pick up a bunch of this stuff. Probably need to make some bandages, too. Oh, wait, where's the leather? And the leather. There we go. And I think we use cloth to make a torch, if I recall correctly. Let's check. Oh, can we not make torches? Oh, I probably need oil. Lamp oil. I think... Don't I have lamp oil around here somewhere? Sticks, reclaimed wood, metal shelf. Maybe I don't. I thought that there was a... I thought I had... Oh, yep. Hang on. Lantern fuel. Maybe that's enough. Sorry. Maybe it isn't enough. Let's see how much we need. I probably should have checked that the first time. We need 3... I'm sorry, I need another stick. There's got to be some sticks out here somewhere. Let's take a look.
It's dusk, so night can't be far.
Oh no, I guess that's not the right one. Some of those bushes you can break down and
That hurts.
turn into a stick. Yeah, he can't jog. He's got those...
Damn, that's smarts.
That's right. Got that burdock root.
I'm gonna need some first aid.
There's really no sticks.
Ouch! Damn, that's
Interesting.
smarts.
What about up here?
I don't feel
It's just
so
because this is a populated area, I guess. They just don't...
That's
They just
smarts,
don't
man.
drop sticks here. You have to go outside the fence for sticks. Well, that's good to know. Nothing here. What about up here? Yeah, I don't see any sticks up there either. And of course, if I go up there, they're going to sprain me. No, they can't. I don't have anything left to sprain.
Damn, that's
Wait,
smarts.
hang on. Nope, that's a rock, not a stick. Alright. Well, I guess the torch project is going to have to wait. Unless maybe I dumped some sticks in here at some point. I guess I could check on that. Go to my... There we go. No sticks. There's... Wait. Here, I see a stick. Okay. See if there's anything else that's worthwhile. Just a lot of random junk. And a briefcase. Now, interestingly, I can't open this, but in the prepper cache, I could open the vent. Hang on. Searched? Oh, well, I guess I can take this stack of papers. I opened that drawer twice. Is there anything under here? Every time I go somewhere that I have already been in this game, I have trust issues about what I actually looted out of there. I've been hurt before, guys. I think I've said that maybe. Maybe actually while I was even plundering this very hydrodam. But there's a hovering stack of papers and a hovering box. Wait a minute. Oh, I see. It's just a piece of metal that I can break down. All right, let me make a torch, and then I can work on the fire in the morning, I guess. So before I burn too much more fuel, I don't need. And let me get. I'm probably gonna sleep for a long time, so I want to get. Yeah, maybe another peanut butter will do it. Okay. Build myself a torch before I forget. And I waste more matches unnecessarily. Okay. Perfect. So I've got a torch. Do I need anything else in order to heal? I just have my sprains. Okay. And I'm exhausted. Well, we have the solutions for all of that. So let's do this. Okay. And then this. Yeah. Boy, this was a tough day of survival in the long dark, guys. It was, some days feel like you're on top of the world, and some days you're wondering if you even know how to play this game. I went off on a few tangents, and it ended up costing me, but we're still alive. We're still surviving. I'm going to make sure I get a little extra sleep here to make sure that we're going to get all the way healed up. But if you made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Stay warm and stay sharp, and we'll see you next time in the long dark.